Welcome back to SortitoutSI FC, and we are in the Championship. It's the start of season number 5, and we're going pretty well so far. It's very much the opening day of season number 5. Now, I was going to start and do basically July and go from July 1st to now, but all of the transfers were kind of done by July 1st, so it was a little bit pointless going through and doing it because it kind of happened during the off-season. But never mind, we'll go through what we have done, who's here, who's not here anymore, and set us up for the opening game of the season, which we are away at West Brom, which will be tough, because if we look at the Championship season preview, we are rank outsiders. 350 to 1. Our nearest relegation rivals are 50 to 1. So the teams we went up with, the team we beat in the league, Sheffield Wednesday, I think we beat them 4-0 at the beginning of last season. They're at 25 to 1. Reading at 33 to 1. We've got no chance. If we stay up, I will be shocked. Right, let's look at what's been happening on the transfers outside of things. Loads of players have gone. Not much listed on there. If we look at who's actually gone, where's the bit for money? Where's that one gone? There. Joe Thompson has gone. He was sort of our second string midfielder. He's gone to Wrexham for 150 grand. He's the only one we've actually sold. If we look at released players as well, and this season that's actually happened, Conor McKendry, he's gone. He's ended up at AFC Wimbledon though, so well done to him. He was our sort of backup winger. And then Andrea Favilli has gone back to Italy. He's at Ascoli now. Nobody actually wanted to pay money for him, and he didn't want to re-sign. And basically we got better players in instead, so he's gone now. Thank you for your 33 goals in 81 appearances. And then Alex Marshall has also gone. He played 75 times over 2 or maybe 3 seasons. It was, in fact, 2 seasons, and he's not yet found himself a new club. But he's basically been pushed out because he's not good enough anymore. Right, all transfers in. These are the ones that have happened. So at the February and the January transfer window, we bought in Mika Biereth, who kind of got injured a few times, so only played 6 times for us at the end of last season. He is predominantly a striker, but also very accomplished as a shadow striker as well, which we will be employing him as in both roles this season, but a really good striker, attacker, and to lead our line. But he's not the only striker we bought in, no. In fact, we have Premier League experience, not much Premier League experience, but some. He's played 33 times for Aston Villa. Cameron Archer, who comes in potentially as our lead striker. He's got 16 finishing, which is always nice. But he has Premier League experience, got Championship experience as well. So he is a welcome addition to the side. Speaking of Premier League experience, but slightly older, we've got Eric Dyer in, who has come off his jollies from France. He is now back in the United Kingdom. If we look at his career stats here, he joined on a free at the very end of last season, so kind of for some reason gets the line there. But he'd spent a couple of years, 4 years in the end, 3 years. 3 years in the end in France at Lille and Le Havre. Played quite a few times in League 1, 15 times in League 1, 27 times in League 2. And there we go, he's now back in England. And the other free at the end, the middle of June, was Casey Palmer, who has come from, Coventry. He's got Championship experience a little bit. He's got 4 games on loan at Huddersfield in the Premier League. So he's technically got Premier League experience, but he's got a lot of Championship experience, and he comes in again in our midfield and strengthens. Basically, we've got rid of one Jamaican attacking midfielder and replaced him with another. So excellent. They were at the end of last season technically, and then again, we've not spent any money, but we have got 3 more free transfers at the end of their contract. So Matthew Smith comes over from Birmingham. He is going to strengthen our actual midfield rather than attacking midfield as well. He basically plays in the centre of the park. Again, some really good Championship level experience as well. Used to be at Arsenal. I don't think he ever actually played for Arsenal, but he was there, honest. And then we've got Rashawn Scott from Burton. I don't think has he got Championship experience. Technically 1 appearance for Reading, but still he's a bit younger, and he's because we've got no right wingers, so we are really struggling to find players on the wings. But he comes in to provide technically first choice on the right wing, and then of course a goalkeeper from Blackburn, Ainsley Pears, is in. Ainsley Pears is in. I should know how to pronounce his name. But Blackburn, first choice goalkeeper, but in game Kaminsky hasn't left, so He's kind of been second choice goalkeeper, but he's got plenty of games under his belt at Blackburn in the Championship and at Middlesbrough in the Championship. He's got Championship experience. He's at the level that we are now playing at. He should be usurping Vigouroux from the first choice goalkeeper position, but we might be going back and forth a little bit throughout the season, depending on form and everything like that. But that's essentially the transfers in. In terms of transfers out, we've basically just been doing loans and that one sale early on to Wrexham from our midfield for Joe Thompson. Looking at finances, we are massively struggling. We need money. We haven't got any money. We're well over the wage budget, 20 grand over the wage budget per week. But we're in the Championship, so we need to spend money on players, and all of our existing players want more money as well. So it's going to be tough. There's some players who are already unhappy because we can't afford to give them a pay rise. So that's going to be an ongoing battle as we go forward. I did briefly look at the Championship preview. If we look again, you can see here we are going to struggle. But plenty of good sides in the league. 3 relegated sides there behind Leicester and Sheffield United. Blackburn up in a potential playoff place as well, according to the prediction, just outside, which is typical for Blackburn, and Burnley up there as well. But we're going to struggle, so it's going to be a fun season. West Brom, who we face today, are expected to be mid-table, so we shall see how that one pans out. But that's the season preview. We're going to go through and play West Brom away today, and we will probably, hopefully, play Salford in the EFL Cup as well in an attempt to end the episode on a positive note. But there we go. That is the preview of the season, and this, obviously, we're going to play cautious. Just to let you know, we'll be cautious for most of the games this season because we aren't going to be favourites. But our new look side continues the same 3-6-1 formation, 3-4-2-1 formation with pairs in goal. Dyer, Brunt and Kilgore in defence. Bailey Spencer-Adams is still unhappy with me and wants to leave on a free, but I'm trying to get some money for him, so hopefully we'll bring in about $1 million, if not a little bit more for him. In midfield, we've got Patterson and Scott on the wings, Lindsay and Smith as our blonde midfield duo, and then Osorio and Thorndyke in the shadow striker roles with Archer up front. Biereth is on the bench. I've to and froed whether to bring him in into one of basically to replace Thorndyke in the attacking midfield, but I think off the bench, given his injury woes last season, I don't really want to risk him early and get him injured, so I'm going to play it by ear essentially. But they are the 11 men who will be doing battle today as we head to the Hawthorns. It's still called the Hawthorns, I assume. Yes, it is, for Vladimir Petkovic and West Brom in the first Championship game of the season. That was a loud hit of the spacebar. So there we go. Right, let's go into today's game, and it's straight into that. We're playing in orange. Now, orange was cursed, but we did win in a very recent episode playing in orange away from home. So hopefully we'll do the same again today. But it's nice football. Obviously, we like a lot of possession, and there's Archer dropping in deep. Phoenix is on the overlap. He's going to have to cut it inside, though, and he has cut it inside. And Osorio, with a great effort, has been saved, though. And West Brom are advancing on the counter, but we've got plenty of men back, hopefully enough to prevent any sort of attack. And there we go. We have done. Pairs with his first touch as we build again from the back. Dyer with that Premier League experience. I wasn't sure whether to make him our captain, to be honest, but I've kept the captaincy on Kilgore because I'm a nice guy like that. And that was a poor ball, but it's been won by Thorndyke and blazed just wide for the goal kick. But it's been, so far, not too bad. Honestly, we've been okay. We've had plenty of possession, a few chances. West Brom have also had a few chances now as well. We're keeping the ball nicely, not looking too bad. To say we're cautious, we are playing quite high up the pitch in comparison to the relatively positive West Brom, but that is now normalising as we get to 20 minutes in. Right, throw in for West Brom on this near side. We want to stop any real advances because that's an overlap there that's dangerous, and they've scored. Okay, that is what happens because we are now in the Championship. Stuff's going to be difficult, and teams are going to be better than us, and this could quite quickly end in a whopping defeat. Hopefully not, though, because that would be disappointing. But that's dangerous. A deflection, and it's been just about bundled out of the way. Dyer's deflection went straight across the goal mouth, essentially. But we managed to just keep it out and hold the lead down, the deficit down to 1 goal so far. But 25 minutes gone, I'm going to try and do some encouragement. No, demand more at this point. I think is probably. I'm not going to have to worry about shout soon, am I? I'm not going to have to worry about weight soon either, which is nice. I'd like to not worry about weight in Football Manager, apparently. Not even going to start on that. But we are building back from the back once again. Osario's in lots of space. Phoenix on the overlap. He started the season like a house on fire last year, and we've just tried to work it through to Archer, whose shot gets deflected, and it's gone out for a corner. 33 minutes on the clock. Osario is going to whip it in. He has done. Tries to find the head of Smith. It goes back out the way to him, and he puts it back in again, and it's cleared, but only as far as Smith once more. He's from Birmingham, and that ball to the back post to his former rival from Aston Villa doesn't quite get anywhere from it. But Osario, again, the former Reading man who's been with us since the start, is putting a ball into the back. No, he's not. It's been saved. So I think Osario's been with us since League 2, and there's not many players who can say that. So he is definitely the club legend at this point. I think he's on the most league appearances for the side. I'll double check after this game probably. But he's definitely been with us since the first season, and that's gone well wide, so we don't need to worry about that goal kick, and all the newbies in are basically just playing around him because he's still here and he's still doing really well. Hopefully Championship is not beyond him, but that one's a good header, and it's Pears had it covered though, so it's fine. Nearing half time, West Brom have really come on strong since I was talking about us starting okay, which is typical, but there we are. That is the situation we are in. Happy-ish with the performance. That's okay. I'm going to check Osario now before actually. He's on 150 appearances, so this is his 151st, and I'm 99%. I'm getting distracted, but I'm 99% sure that is the most league. So you've got the most league goals there at 48. Got the most league appearances at 150. Excellent. I thought so. Anyway, let's get back to the second half. After that little detour into the record book. West Brom leading 1-0 as we get into the second half. I would be tempted to increase our mentality to positive because I'm a glutton for punishment, but we shall see. It looks like it's got darker because the West Brom kit's gone from being white to brown. Is it raining now? Either way, I'm a little bit confused. Has the colour gone on my screen? No. Anyway, good effort. I kind of looked the wrong way as it went in. But it's good effort and it's gone wide. 60 minutes gone. We're going to have to make some substitutions. 66 minutes on the clock. Pause the game. Lots of people frustrated. Okay. Rashawn Scott can come off for Ollie Crankshaw. We've got loads of substitutes on the bench now as well, which is great. BRF can come on for Archer because Archer is in danger of being booked. A lot of people are in danger of being booked. Dyer's tired though. Masterson can come on for him. And we probably ought to get rid of some of these people who are going to get themselves booked on the second half. Thorndike can come off for Casey Palmer, who can also make his debut. That's 4 substitutions. Do we risk it and make 5? Probably. Kilgore can come off for our youngster, our academy project, Craig O'Brien, who's now 19. So he's been with us. I think he was in the first intake. Yeah, he was in the first intake. Played plenty of times in League 1. And then went on loan to Barrow last season. So hopefully he's now ready for the Championship. So that's the final 5th change. Confirm those 5 changes. Crack on. 20 minutes left. Make an impact, please, as we get through in here. We're going to demand more once again and try and rile up the players to the point of putting in a good performance. Free kick, Palmer, back post. Masterson doesn't get on the end of it, but it's cleared only as far as Osario, who puts it into the centre of the box. There's Masterson again. Osario, deliver the ball. Masterson to the back post. Oh, and BRF with a very good chance, just inches wide with his head. We have had lots of good opportunities. Our XG is up there near 2. West Brom's is at 2 as well, actually. So it's been a very open game with lots of chances, but only 1 goal so far, as we have the kits have gone brighter again. Maybe the cloud cover just came over and just, was it a small drizzle? Either way, everyone was looking brown before, and now it's 2-0 West Brom. Game over. Game over. I mean, this was to be expected. This is going to be basically the story of the season. We've got a lot of new players who've got some good experience, and we need to bet into the side. But the West Broms of the world will probably beat us. We're going to have to struggle to try and survive. Underdogs, did your best. Well done. Let's keep positive. It's only the first game of the season. Well done. Dyer's made his return to English football. I'm going to make my return to the EFL Cup in a second, so please hang around and we'll be back with that. And here we are. We've not made many changes to the 11. We've done a little bit of a shift around in defence, bringing Masterson in for Kilgore and Biereth in for Thorndyke in the attacking midfield. We do need to bring a squad number on because we made a few changes to their bench. So we'll give this guy number 38 because he's a kid. And that's just what we do. Right, into the game. And for some reason, the fans on the board are expecting defeat against League One Salford, which is not great. But we'll see how we get on. We're pretty much at full strength. So straight into highlights once again. Great. Hopefully not a goal, which it wasn't last time. But as I said, orange kit cursed. So there we go. Definitely nothing to do with us now playing at a much higher level against much tougher opposition with a side that's probably going to struggle. Anyway, here we go. Archer out to Biereth. They need to link up to nicely to their partnership. That's not a great sentence. But anyway, Osorio has scored. Of course he has. That's his goal. That's what he just does. He's done that for 4 seasons with us at every single level, and it was great play by Rashawn Scott on the right-hand side of our midfield. First chance, first goal. Osorio off the mark once again. I was going to say it's his 49th league goal, but this is not a league game, so it's not. He's played 151 league times for us in the league. Can't speak. So he's our most tenured player, most goals in the league as well. Again, not a league game though, so what am I talking about? Nobody knows. Salford with the ball on the left-hand flank for them. And I have snuffed them out there. Lindsay back inside, back out to Biereth, linking up nicely. Scott's got a good run going there, but he's had to go back to Dyer. Back inside we go. Again, we're going to bring it across to the left. There's Brunt, who's going to just lovely ball out to Phoenix, who's not quite got around his man. He's been intercepted by the whole town of Bolton. So maybe he's a bit of a challenge one against all of them. But they are, oh no, he's been left for dead and there. That's a well blazed over chance for Bolton Wanderers playing for Salford, which is strange of them. But there we go. Masterson has it from the Dyer throw-in. And we are going to build from the back again, using all of this possession nicely. Smith to Biereth, we're advancing. He's not dangered. He's not scared of running at the defence. Scott with the ball in again. Archer on the end of it. Archer on the end of the rebound as well. And that's his first goal for the club. It was a good header, good save, but he collected it nicely. He was quickly off the mark compared to the defence. And this is going to be good for the morale, because we are going to need morale boosts this season. There we go, linking up nicely round the defence. Biereth and Scott. Biereth has advanced into the area and shot on his own. He could have done better, could have possibly squared it, but we get the corner anyway. And it's going to be Osorio, who got the first goal, who's going to whip the ball into the middle of the area. It's not, it's headed up high, and we're bundling it over. No, it's just gone out wide again. Dyer's got it, though. Can he put a ball in? No. He's gone all the way to his defensive partner, Brunt, and that is the end of the highlight. 2-0, half an hour gone. Nice and in control so far. We are playing better football, obviously against worse opposition, but who cares? Biereth back out to Scott. Dilly-dally on the edge of the area. Gone all the way back to Dyer, who's hopefully not going to put in dire performances for us, because I will not want to make that joke very often. But we go back again, passing lovely ball around. Biereth once again with the overlap to Scott. Can he get a man in the middle? He doesn't need to. He does need to. But a good shot and a good save out for another corner. Pressure is being mounted. Osorio with the corner, whipped in, out swinging. Dyer doesn't get on the end of it, but it goes back out to Scott, who's on the opposite flank to normal. Tries to cut inside onto his correct right foot and loses the ball. Half-time is coming up very quickly, and we are in considerable control of the first round of the Carabao Cup, which is hopefully what everyone was expecting. I mean, the board and the fans weren't, but I certainly was. Hopefully you were as well. And we're doing as expected. Salford have had 1 chance. We've had 8. It is now, I don't know why I'm looking at my watch. That's not going to tell me how long has gone in the second half. It will tell me the time of day, though, but that's not helpful to you. 50 minutes on the clock. Osorio running towards his defender. Can't find a way through, but we are going backwards to go forward. Smith back to Dyer. Space is going to open up. In fact, I can see space in the centre. If Dyer can get a ball in here, we've got men in the middle. In fact, Scott's got it back, though. It's been saved, been deflected. Archer with another shot. Deflected, and Bolton is advancing once again, but he's gone all the way out here to Roberts, who's just managed to keep it in, but Rashawn Scott covers back nicely to intercept and snuff out that attack. An hour gone. We're going to make some substitutions nice and early, get some fresh legs on, because we are in a commanding position. Let's have a look on the bench. O'Brien can come on once again. You can come on for Dyer. because we need to save his old legs. Who else have we got on here? Oh, Edwards. I don't think I was expecting to play you, but you can come on for Smith. In fact, actually, he's getting better, actually. He's better than he was last time I looked at him. Let's put him in that position. Crankshaw can come on for Phoenix, who's not having the best of games, so we'll give him a little break. And up front, we've got goals from Beereth. Not got goals from Beereth yet, but Osorio and Archer. Osorio's been playing nicely, but we will potentially bring on Casey Palmer as our fourth change. And we'll hold on to that last substitution because we're still only on 58 minutes, and that's quite early to make 5 changes because anything can happen in the last half an hour. And Salford have got to throw in here, and we are hopefully nice fresh legs. Going to intercept this, go forward, get another goal, put the game to bed. But they are passing it nicely. Bolton's found himself in space and he's cracked the bottom of the post, but he was offside, so it's a free kick, so it doesn't actually count. Good for you. 20 minutes left in this one. Nice, comfortable victory. What we're going to do this season is the same thing we do every season. We'll jump forward a couple of months, play a couple of games, jump forward a couple of months, have a look at what's happening in January, if anything, complain about not having any money, play a couple of games, hopefully go on a bit of a cup run, and then not get relegated. Fingers crossed. I don't think we're going to get playoffs like we do in the first season. In fact, sorry, Cameron Archer's just scored. Well done. That's 2 on his cup debut for us. Second game for the club. Palmer involved nicely in the build-up to get the assist. What I was going to say was, hopefully we don't get relegated, but I doubt we're going to get playoffs like we did in League 1 and League 2 in our first season. So playoff promotion, playoff promotion. Don't think we're going to get playoff this time because the Championship is that much harder. We shall see, though, because we've handedly beating League 1 Salford. Maybe West Brom are just the best team in the Championship. Maybe that's the case. Probably not. But if we can keep the clean sheet here, which we can with a great save. In fact, no, it's come off the post, and that's a good collection there from the former Blackburn goalkeeper, Ainsley Pears. And we haven't kept the clean sheet because Bolton Wanderers have scored. No, sorry, Luke Bolton has scored for Salford City. Anyway, 3-1 victory. Not too concerned. Comfortable performance. Archie getting a brace. Osorio doing what he does best and scoring goals. 3-1 victors in the end will put us nicely into the second round. Mansfield have caused a shock. Who do they beat? They beat Peterborough, who are in the Championship. There we go. Right, looking at the calendar, I don't think we're going to be doing much towards the end of August, honestly. So I'm going to pick out some games. I might come back for that Blackburn game, to be honest, in November, because I'm a Blackburn fan. And either way, if we lose, it's fine. It's Blackburn. But that's what's going to happen. We're probably going to come back for Blackburn. We might dip in somewhere else, depending on what's going on with the season. And we'll just be back for some games and hopefully not get relegated. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Check me out over on SortitoutSI as well. I'll be back with the next one in a couple of days. Thanks for watching.